morning. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 21st of March. Now, before we get started, I just want to say thank you guys for all your feedback and your comments. I always try to get back to you. Sometimes YouTube does take them, as we know, and get them back to me at a later date. So apologies if I haven't replied to anyone. It's just I haven't seen your comments. We know how YouTube is. Also, we're having some wins for the people. This is really great. We knew these fight backs were going to start around March. It's really kicked off. I mean, we know France. Look at the Netherlands, what's going on over there. So hopefully you're all up to speed with all the activity that's going on globally. France is... something has to give in France, doesn't it? The energy of the people in France... It's so good. Fingers, we get rid of Macron. That would be the start of some of these global leaders toppling over. Oh, it'd be just so good. Even if we can get one or two down. You just can't believe, guys, that people still aren't seeing all this for what it really is. And today on the news this morning, just to keep you guys in the loop with Australia, oh yes, they had the, we had the Nazis gate crashing a protest march about anti-trans down in Melbourne. All happens in Melbourne, the most locked down city in the world, which is very interesting, where dictator Dan is the premier. Well, they had all the visual of all the Nazis. There was probably about 20 of them maybe, all in black, doing their, big salute. And the police weren't doing anything. The police weren't doing anything. They just let them do their thing. So how come they're allowed to protest, but normal people aren't? It almost did look a little structured, and now they're wanting to pass some sort of legislation to stop the Nazi salute and all this kind of thing. We know where this is all headed, because we'll get put into that category in Australia without a doubt, because terrorists, remember now they're labelling us terrorists. So it's pretty funny to watch on the news, them just letting, the police are all there and they're just letting these guys just protest. What a circus show this is all becoming. It's just so obvious to us that these are like planned protesters. It's like they're put there and they go, right, we're going to do this. And it's almost like they run through and then they work out what's going to happen, and then the police will just stand there and not do anything. Oh, God, honestly, Australia is just falling apart. I know a lot of you other guys are around the world too. Or in America, an example. Oh, God. Oh, how did our lives get here, guys? I just don't get it. And yeah, that's what I was going to say. Also on the news this morning here in Australia, very urgent, these climate change issues now, apparently. Yes, anyone who's living near water and all that, you better be ready for this, because if we don't get proactive and take care of this climate crisis, then we're all in very big, serious trouble. Has Bill Gates built his house on the waterfront? Go figure. What a bunch of lies. More lies. So they're putting the urgent into climate change now in Australia. It's become an urgent situation. We have to stop the coal-fired power plants or whatever. All these emissions just have to stop. That's what they're getting told now in Australia. So that's where we are, guys. Let me know what's happening where you guys are, and I'll close my eyes, we'll get started, and we'll see what comes up. Yeah, I'm getting the religion. They're talking about the religious cults. They're turning a lot of these religions into cults that are bad for society, bad for the people living around them. There's this, and this is global. They're doing the religion focus on bringing down religions and the cults. Well, again, it's just the words that they use, isn't it? Like the conspiracy theorists, which is actually a word for the truth, as we always say here, the BS detectors. We actually class that as being a conspiracy theorist. We wear like a badge of honor, because that means that we are aware of the truth. We're truth tellers. Oh, God. So they're really getting into the religion now. The religion is becoming a big focus. We always knew that was going to happen. The one world religion is definitely starting to happen. And look, all these things are to put fear in everybody. We know that they are. People are still full of fear. Oh my God. We just want to shake people, don't we? And go, would you just look, just take off your bubble denial suits and look over here. It's a big show, charade, scam, con, Ponzi scheme, whatever you want to call it. That's the truth. That's what we want to do. All right, but we can't do that. We know they're too angry and volatile and ready to blow up at any minute, these people. Always got to protect yourself, guys, as much as we're tired of everything. All right, let's see what else we get. So religion definitely being attacked. Lots of things. My throat just completely jammed up then, guys. It's like something went and stopped me talking. So religion, definitely. They're trying to squash religion, a lot of religions now. I don't think that'll go down that well, actually, to be honest. Religion is something that's very ingrained in a lot of cultures, isn't it? They didn't plan that very well either, did they? Okay, let's see where else we go. God, I'm getting a Midnight Oil song. I always talk to you about Midnight Oil. They're an Aussie band here, but they're very, very popular. They're very political, and they sing. Well, they're not. I don't think they're together anymore. They might be. They were very popular years ago, and I'm getting that song "Beds Are Burning." Again, political song. It's got meaning in it about how do we sleep when our beds are burning. Oh, I don't really know the meaning of that song. It has got political meaning. I've got the feeling it's around the Indigenous cultures and things just being, it's pretty much, I'm sure, about things being destroyed by your government. That's what I'm guessing anyway. So we'll go and play that song today, guys. Midnight Oil, Beds Are Burning. How do we sleep when our beds are burning? It's a very political song, so we have to go and listen to that song today. Messages and meaning, the guides are saying. All right, that's Peter Garrett that dances like a robot. Remember, I tell you about him all the time. I love Peter Garrett. That's so cool. All right. Oh, God. I'm getting... Oh, I hope this is wrong. Oh, my God. This can't be... No, anyway, I'll just say it. Apparently, a lot of people who have been pincushioned to the hilt, there's a lot of signs of sort of Alzheimer's. This might... See, we know it exacerbates a lot of things in people's bodies, example, cancer, etc. And it makes things worse because your immune system drops. But I do feel like maybe some of these things, well, we do call them like bioweapons here, don't we? I feel like people are getting that Alzheimer's earlier. The statistics are going to start. This could be one of those things. We were talking the other day that there's going to be more things to come out. We talked about sterility. Oh, this is just getting really sick now. The things they're doing globally, though, are really sick, aren't they? Like, I am getting that increase in the Alzheimer's. Maybe, too, it's not even the jab. Maybe just all this madness and craziness and constant barrage of fear and anxiety. It's probably sending people crazy anyway, to be quite honest. A lot of elderly people, my mother, for example, who won't let me in her house still 3 years on, lives in fear of catching the terrible, dreaded virus. This is what they've done to people. They've brainwashed people. So people are going a little crazy because they've become obsessed. We talk about it here. People wearing masks around. People paranoid to go anywhere. Oh, and people aren't even going to the doctors because they're scared, the older people particularly, of getting the CV still. Oh, my God. But I am getting that. The statistics in the Alzheimer's might also start to be, or have started to be going up. God, I hope not. That's a cruel and horrible thing, Alzheimer's, isn't it? It's always so difficult on the partner having to navigate that. And, not easy. They get very confused. So that could be another thing that might start to be on the rise. Oh, no fault of their own. It's probably situation and circumstances as well that are going to increase. Oh, this is just horrible, guys. It even makes me cringe. All right, let's see where else we go. God, I'm getting England. I'm getting Sushi and Lord Farquaad, which is Trudeau, if anyone's wondering who that is. There is some sort of coming together. There's some sort of uniting, I feel there. I feel like because they're both crashing a little at the moment, things aren't going so well in England and Canada, and that's a good thing. But I do feel they feel like if they, I said yesterday, they're sharing stories. Oh my God, even Sushi and Trudeau are tired from all of this. See, they just want it to roll out, be glued down and be done with it. And people, you just follow along and do as we're told. But it's not happening. It's so good. So they're coming, I feel like they're coming together and they're trying to work out better strategies moving forward. Like, how can we make this go smoother? How can we make this go better? How can we make the people accept this? So I'm getting this link between Sushi and Lord Farquaad Trudeau. A bit of communicating, I think, is going on there. See, even the leaders feel like they have strength in numbers as well. So the more allies and countries they have on their side, the stronger they feel. Oh, God. That's just what I'm getting. All right, let's see where else we go. I'm getting Japan. I'm not sure what's been happening much in Japan. I am getting Japanese people are standing and fighting back. They want to be heard. I am getting they want their voices to be heard in Japan. Not sure what they're being hit with. We don't get much on the media here about Japan or anywhere, even on our feeds. Do you guys know anything about what's been happening in Japan? I'm really not sure, but I am seeing like standing up in Japan, protesting. Oh my God. Japanese people are just tired too. I'm getting fight backs. Oh God. All right, hang on. Wow, it's all happening, guys. The tired energy. But the tired energy represents just exhaustion. It's people being exhausted. Not you, if you're watching my channel. We're usually keeping ourselves energized and taking our vitamins and our multivitamins and getting lots of sunlight, vitamin D and all that. So we're trying to keep ourselves energized during this really tumultuous time. There's going to be a lot of challenges for everybody. We'll still get little challenges too. But these are bigger challenges for the people waking up. All right. Yeah, I'm getting this visual of the revolt begins, and it's showing me like, it's not the Braveheart. This is different. We're the Braveheart, freedom fighter, maverick, rebel, bikers. Remember, it's not us. This is other people, and they've got their swords up, but they're just, they're like, is no leader. It's just very chaotic, but it's the rebellion, I guess you could say, the rebels. Well, they're not, well, it's just people fighting back, but they've got their swords and they've got their shields, and now they're becoming more fearless. It's showing them just all this chaos of the battle begins, and all these people running forward with their swords. And it's not us, it's the people waking up and the people in the bubble denial suits that are striving forward now to fight back against their governments. Oh, it's so good. Let's hope globally it just starts to happen everywhere. It needs to. But we all need to turn into France and take a leaf out of their book and just get into it. They're very volatile, those ones in France. I know a lot of us here have watched them. Lorraine, you and I were talking about that. It's very upsetting and disturbing to actually watch some of these things. It really is. They're quite violent if you've had a look at them. I mean, God, we don't wish that to happen to all of us, but, you know, sometimes things have to sort of hit rock bottom in order for the structures to be rebuilt again, literally, meaning the government sometimes. All right, let's see what we get. God, I am getting, to be honest, I'm looking at a book and it's closing and it's almost saying to me, it's like the closing of the CV chapter. I don't think it's the closing of the CV virus, because we know it's the immortal CV virus that they're now chucking in all the flu jabs and connecting with all the other jabs, and just never ending. But I'm getting I feel like the CV lockdowns, the CV mask wearing, the PCR, or whatever the PCR equipment and the nasal testing, I am getting the vibe that that's a thing of the past. So it's like, well, I guess what we could say is the book hasn't closed on Clown World. It's just that chapter is closed. So I do feel that 3 years of the CV that we went through, circus event, the chapter has closed. Not on the virus and not on the jabs, but everything that went along with it. Mandates, people being discriminated against and vilified and ostracized in their society. That's kind of not happening anymore, because as we all know on this channel, it was lies, BS and garbage. So of course they've had to shut that little chapter down now, because they don't want any more lawsuits and they don't want people waking up and they don't want people seeing the truth about all the lies and how, oh yes, and not to forget that the virus, which is highly probable that it is the flu, because where did the flu go for a few years? It all just disappeared, didn't it? Whether they connected something to the flu, I don't know, just my opinion. But there were people saying here in Australia that, the flu went because we shut the borders down. Like Australia has its own flus. I'm sure it's not just coming from other countries. Like, how's the way people were thinking back then? So I feel that CV chapter has closed. We're moving on. Because it was all lies, BS and garbage. And that's the other thing, of course, they've had to close the chapter on the lab leak, because we all know pretty much here it was pretty much a man-made virus that seemed to start in China. But of course, that chapter's all closed, so no one can kind of go there anymore. I am getting that. Not around the virus, though. That'll still continue. Of course it will. Got to milk it for everything. But this is just around the narrative of it all, really. That's closed, but now there's all this. It's almost saying like, that was the first chapter of the the Clown World book, and now there's all these other chapters, and we know what's happening this year. It's the Great Awakening. It's everything. The people being hit with everything. They thought the CV was bad, the CV event. Wait till they hear what's going on around the 15-minute cities, the climate lockdowns, all this controlling your money, earning your credit scores if you want to go down to the local shop 5 minutes away. Like all this, they don't even know what's coming. So that's why that first chapter's closed now, because they did the giant setup, these government elites, they did their setup, they got and worked out who complied, who doesn't comply, who the bad anti-government people are. Oh, I wonder who they might be. And conspiracy theorists, not to forget. So that's what I'm getting. That was all the big setup. Now we're into the book. It's a big book. Like I said, there's a lot more of the book to come, guys. All right, let's see if there's something to close with today. I'm getting that people can't arrange things. People are getting frustrated, not us. We knew it was coming. The people waking up, sleepwalkers, they can't arrange things. So they're having trouble arranging their home loans. We know that's happening. A lot of them are having to swap around. It's a big ordeal when you do that sort of thing too, because you've got to have all your identification, remember, for the banks now. They want all your ID, or you might have to consider getting a digital ID. Have you thought about that? That's a very good suggestion from the governments and the banks. Well, apparently, this is what people are going through now. They're starting to have to, it's saying they can't even like plan a holiday. So they can't sort of get organized. It's like these people are disorganized because they're anticipating more rate rises. They're worried about their future going forward, how they're going to afford all their repayments on their houses. Their cars are getting older, meaning that they know that these, as we know, police and that are going to start policing the cars soon because they're not going to want any emissions or diesel or whatever it is coming out of your car, and they can just pull you over and tow your car if it's got defects. We know this has already started. So this is where these people are at now. They're getting that real sense of overwhelm. And this is where I talked about the other day, the juggling the 18 balls or whatever in the air. This is when the balls will start to drop. We'll see it in the next month or two, that the balls will start to drop for a lot of people globally, meaning financial collapse, really. That's basically it, the collapse of people's lives. Oh, gosh. All right, hang on. Oh, I heard about your lovely phone alarms you're getting. Thank you, Louise. You were mentioning that. And I did watch a Carl Vernon on that too. It sounds very interesting, doesn't it? Remember that time when you got that press the button and the alarm going off? I got it ages ago. Maybe this is it. The phone alarm, and you have to press the button in order to stop it. It sounds like it's even going to go even if your phone's turned off and muted and everything. Oh, they found all the loopholes, didn't they? So I wonder what the whole purpose of all that is. It's so interesting. Again, I guess logically here we'd just say put fear in everybody. Again, they'd send it off for everything. Oh, and I reckon they'd actually be telling you that you've had your air conditioner on too long. Wheel. Turn your air conditioner off. You've had it on for longer than 2 hours. You know, we know how it's going to end up. It'll be a personal alarm. Oh, what is happening? How is this still happening, guys? Oh, we need these people to hurry up and fight back, don't we? All right, let's see if there's something to close with today. Oh. This has been the most challenging ride, guys, hasn't it? Like, sometimes I just feel like we're on another planet. It just does not feel real. It does not feel real, does it? Talk about the Matrix movie coming to fruition. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, sorry guys, I've just gone so blank. I'll try and get my vibe back up. I'm listening to the buses taking the kids to school. Sure you heard it. Sometimes when you're doing that, living in the now, you hear, like, it is true what I was talking about yesterday. Your senses are really opening up. You have this real sharp awareness of all your surroundings, don't you? The noises, the sounds, the smells, the touch. Like, everything is heightened once you're awake. Hang on. I'm getting that song, Never Ending Story. We know it's a never ending story. Oh, I wish it would end. I'm getting that song. I think that's from a movie, isn't it? Never Ending Story. Never Ending Story. Oh. Oh my God, it's a very tiring story. I know that much. All right, hang on a minute. I'm getting a song by Prince. I think I've got the artist. And it's Let's Go Crazy. Let's go right. Let's go crazy. Is that what the song's called? Doing all right. Dun 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 dun. Let's go crazy. That's for us. We'll be going crazy this year in a good way because so many people are going to be waking up, standing up, fighting back against the government, and we're going to go crazy. But it's let's go, dun, dun, let's go, and let's go crazy. And that's the message I'm going to leave you with today. That Prince song, Let's Go Crazy. Let da da. I don't know how the rest of it goes. But that's the song I'm going to leave you with today. Something nice and upbeat. And it's like, let's go. So we're going to go. We're going to go to Terabella, head to the mountaintop, anywhere we can go this year to escape all of this chaotic vibe that's happening over here. And it really is chaotic. It's really, woo, be ready, guys. Let's go. I think the song's called Let's Go, isn't it? Well, that's the song I'm going to leave you with today. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like buttons, guys. And please comment. You know, I love hearing from you and what's happening in your part of the world. And I will take... Oh, let's go. Oh, my God, I'm losing it. I will say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.